Basketball Society.
Guys, Alex Fischbein back again for another episode of Fisch's Friday Rant by way of Basketball Society. And today, we're going to be talking about some rumors, surprise, surprise, in September when nothing's really going on in the NBA. And these rumors are about Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks. Now, I want to start off with a really crazy rumor that I've been seeing on Facebook and Twitter a little bit over the past, I'd say like a few days or maybe a week. And it's about the random porn star that apparently had sex with Carmelo and is threatening to release a sex tape if he doesn't pay up like $15,000 or something like that. And that's interesting. When I first saw the headline of this article, I was kind of like, this seems like a reach. But, I mean, professional athletes have managed to get themselves into weirder situations than just that. And, for some reason, there's been this, like, attraction of porn stars related to sports in the news in like the past couple of years that really hasn't surfaced that much in past years before that. One example I'm thinking of is the one that tried to, I guess you would say, like, pump up the Dallas Cowboys by offering her services if they went on to win the Super Bowl. I think it started as the Cowboys and then ended up being a different team. But regardless of all that, it's just a weird situation for everybody. And it's even weirder now because of Carmelo and Lala and how there was rumors before about them kind of not being on the same level anymore. They might be breaking up, blah, blah, blah. And now you enter this girl who's saying, like, look, pay me $15,000 and I won't release this sex tape we made together. And, like, if it is true, that's just some crazy stuff right there. I mean, Melo has an amazing-looking woman in Lala, yet he would still go do that. Like, I understand being a professional athlete, being any kind of popular celebrity, you really have your choice at who you want to be with because most of them are throwing themselves at you. And while I don't understand that on an experience level, I understand that like in a mental level where it's like, oh, I can have whoever I want. But the other thing is you still got Lala, and why would you even want to mess around with a porn star? I'm not saying this whole thing is true, by the way. I'm just going through the thought process. And maybe, I don't know. You know what? Maybe Kevin Garnett was right, and Lala does taste like Honey Nut Cheerios, and maybe Melo doesn't like Honey Nut Cheerios. Maybe that's his least favorite cereal. I don't know. But alright, all jokes aside, the real rumors that I want to talk about are the ones that the Knicks would trade Carmelo Anthony. One, I don't see that happening. Two, he has a no-trade clause. More reason to not see that happening. Three, he's a superstar, a proven superstar in the league. Why would you trade him? I mean, I know George Karl traded him once from the Nuggets, but look where the Nuggets have gotten since that trade. The Nuggets haven't really done much since it. They haven't won any rings. It's not like they've gotten better every single season and gotten to the NBA Finals. They've been pretty much stagnant, and they've stayed pretty mediocre since a couple years after that trade. So when you have an established superstar on your team, it's not something you want to get rid of unless you're getting another established superstar back onto your team. Like, why would you trade Carmelo Anthony for probably like a bunch of prospects that you might get and a bunch of draft picks while you're playing in one of the like most world-renowned arenas in basketball? You're in the heart of New York City, and everyone's already upset with how you've been doing, how you've been performing, how you've been playing, your team's record, everything. I understand that the Sixers are in the middle of a rebuild, a pretty drastic rebuild, but that's because those owners and everything allowed that. They said, okay, we need to tear this down and start from the ground up. But if you're an owner of such a big team as the Knicks, then you're not going to give the okay for a rebuild like that. Especially if that means trading away your best player in I don't even know how many years. It's not going to happen. And quite frankly, quite frankly, if you actually think of doing that, you're dumb. I mean, I'm just going to come out and say it. You're dumb. I understand that there are Knicks fans out there too who want this to happen, and that's just mind-blowing. Like, the fan in me, the Sixers fan in me, is saying, if I had Carmelo with all these young guys, and I know we're still kind of rebuilding, I would still not trade Melo. Not only is he a superstar, he's a veteran who can help teach the younger guys like what it's like to be a superstar, be in the limelight, especially in a big city like New York. And he's still going to help the team win games. So, if you're trying to trade this guy, you're committing to a rebuild sort of like the Sixers. You want to build from the ground up. You want to tear it all out, get it all out of there, gonzo, start with draft picks, start with the young guys, and go from there. But we all know that's not true because they signed Robin Lopez, they signed Aaron Aflalo, they got rid of Hardaway Jr., so they replaced some younger guys with a couple older guys, established guys, veterans. And then if you traded Melo, it's like flip-flopping on a decision. Like, either go young, rebuild, start over, or build more talent around Carmelo, sign some free agents, trade some other younger guys for some older guys, and go like that. You can't do like both and expect that to work out. And it's already come out to say that the Knicks have not even talked about trading Carmelo Anthony. So in general, I don't even know how this rumor came about. Maybe it was Knicks fans saying that, oh, we should trade Melo, and then someone was like, oh yeah, we're trading Melo, someone's talking about it. I mean, I don't know how rumors start. Most of the time, they're just hearsay, and someone blathers out that they have sources and that someone's going to do something, and it never happens. So, I mean, this whole thing is dumb in general. This whole rumor is dumb. And even if you were going to trade him, I heard people talking about, like, oh, trade him to Phoenix and get Markieff Morris out of that. So you want to trade Melo for Markieff Morris straight up. That would be dumb. Right there. That trade right there would be dumb. Unless you're getting, like, Markieff Morris, Brandon Knight, TJ Warren, and somebody else, that trade is nowhere near worth it. On top of that, he has to waive his no-trade clause, and Phoenix has to be ready to take on a $127 million contract. So, that would be insane. I mean, Now, if I take a step back and think, okay, say that the trade is happening, who would really try and trade for him? I mean, there's just not many teams that have enough to trade for Melo. Now, what Sam Hinkie's doing in Philadelphia is kind of like what Daryl Morey was doing in Houston, where it was gather assets so that when a superstar is available for trade for him. But I know that even Hinkie wouldn't trade all that for Melo because Melo's already 30 and the foundation of the Sixers team isn't there yet. They don't know if they have the foundation. So they're not even ready to trade for a superstar right now. And they're the ones I see having the most assets to trade for Carmelo. So, I mean, maybe you guys can help me out. Who do you guys think could maybe trade for Melo, or do you think this is also just a whole bunch of just stupid talk and that the Knicks would be dumb for trading Melo? Let me know. Either let me know in the comments, let me know on Twitter at @ThatKidFish, or the Basketball Society one at @BBallSociety_. Just, I want to know, because like I said before, I think this is just an overall stupid rumor, and it would be a stupid move to trade him. But even if the move was happening, I'm not sure who they would trade with, because there's not many people who have the assets right now to trade for a superstar like Carmelo Anthony. That's how I see it. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Fisch's Friday Rant. I know this one was kind of shorter, but I just really wanted to talk about this Carmelo stuff with you guys. Like I said before, if you have any thoughts on this, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know on Twitter at @BBallSociety_. Check out the website. You can leave comments on that too. And we also released a pre-game playlist that all the society members put together. We all contributed 3 or 4 of our favorite songs to listen to before a game, like before a basketball game, to get us pumped up to play. So make sure you check that out as well. I'll put that link in the description below. Please drop a like if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.